मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः. So in the previous verses, Prahlada was saying that Bhagavan is the whole of the Vishwa. The whole of the universe is Bhagavan himself. That he said Bhagavan is there in the beginning and at the end, therefore in the middle also. So starting from 33, we already saw 33, but 33 to 36, he explains how Bhagavan is that Madhya, how he is while he is in the Sthiti Rupa. When the creation is there, what is the form of Bhagavan? We explained that these 4 verses. We saw that in the Madhya, how it happened in verse 33, and using the power of time and the gunas that are there within him, the Padma arose, the Padma of samsara, of creation, that arose. And on that Padma was Chaturmukha Brahman. That is what is continued in verse 34. Tat sambhavaha kavihi. The word kavihi is used for Brahma. When in the first verse we saw Adi Kavaye, the word Kavi means Brahma. So that Brahma who was born from that lotus, the primal lotus that emerged from Sriman Narayana, when he emerged, he did not see anything else. That was the first seed of creation, and from there had emerged Brahma himself. So he did not see anything else. He looked around, there was nothing to be seen. Anyat apashyamanaha. There was no other object other than himself to see. So he was the first person to ask this question, what is this? Who am I? And then he went searching for that. Tvam bijamatvanitatam swabahir vichintya. He thought that wherever I have emanated from, I should find it somewhere, and he started searching outside. But outside he could not find his own source. Bija here means, though it means seed, it also means source. Atmani tatam. Tata means to pervade. Though it is all pervading, his source is all pervading within himself, he is searching for that source outside. Atmani tatam swabahir vichintya. He thought it was outside and started searching. Navindat, he could not find it at all. Even though he searched outside, he could not find it. This is where in Lalita Sahasranamam, for Lalita this nama is there. Antarmukha samaradhya bahirmukha sudurlabha. So if we search within ourselves, we find that Ambal Swarupa. But if we search outside, she is very difficult to find. So Brahma the first also made the same error, and he started searching outside. He thought that Bhagavan was outside of himself, and he tried to search there, but he could not find the source. He did not find that all-pervading seed, the Atman. Like this he searched for a long time. This is there in the second skandha of Bhagavata also. A more detailed verse is there, which Prahlada is concisely referring to here. So Bahirvichintya Navindad Abdashatam, 100 years, 100 celestial years, he went on searching like this, but he could not find. How did he search? Actually it says he went inside the stalk of the lotus and he tried to search. Apsu nimajjamanaha, and then he went into the water also from where this lotus emanated. But then if you search outside like that, you will not find it. Prahlada gives a nice analogy here. Jatenkure kathamuha upalabheta bijam. Once the tree or the plant has sprouted from the seed, then you don't find it in the seed form itself. Now it has changed form. You have to see the seed in the tree itself. The seed has become the tree now. So when it has already sprouted, you will not find the seed as the seed. Now the seed has become the tree. In that way, he cannot find it outside as a seed. Now in that creation itself, he should be able to see Bhagavan. Katham uha. Uha means, oh, how come? How can we do that? That is the meaning of uha. Upalabheta bijam. So once it has sprouted, how can you find the seed again? It is not possible. That is what it means. So however long you search, you will not find that as seed. You will find that as this only. The same way, when we see the creation, when we see the things, the loka around us, the jagat around us, we should see everything as Bhagavan. That is Prahlada's drishti. He is able to see everything around him like that. Both Hiranyakashipu and Narasimha to him are that Bhagavat Swarupa only. So from that experience of his, he is saying it like this. Continuing, Satu Atmayonihi, that Atmayoni is also another name for Brahma. Because he was born by that self itself. There was no birth giver or mother for him. So Atmayonihi, he who was self-born, now after having searched so much, he was just surprised. He couldn't find the source. He didn't know what to do. In a very bewildered fashion, he was just sitting there on top of that lotus. Asthitaha, Abjam Asthitaha, on top of the lotus, just sitting there. Then he heard an Asharira Vak. Asharira Vak meaning within his own mind, he heard this. That is that Bhagavan's prerana saying, you do tapas, tapa tapa. This is the word he first heard. And so he performed intense penance. What is penance? Staying in that self is called as penance. Trying to capture that Atman, discover the Atman is called as penance. Swaswarupa Anusandhanam. That Anusandhana of your own Swarupa is called as penance. And that penance he started performing. So the long, intense tapas he performed, by that his chitta became pure. That chitta shuddhi came about. So Parishuddha Bhava. That bhava of one's heart becomes extremely pure so that it can capture this knowledge. Parishuddha Bhava. And when it became so captured, within himself he immediately saw that Brahma Vastu, Tvam Atmani Isha, O Isha, O Narasimha, O Bhagavan. He saw you within himself. Atmani Isha Dadarsha. He saw. How did he see? Another analogy he gives here. Bhuvi Gandhamiva Ati Sukshmam. So each of the Panchabhutas that we have, they have a unique quality for them. For example, the Akasha, the space, has the guna of Shabda. Vayu has the guna of Sparsha. Sparsha means touch. The hearing is associated with space, first bhuta. Second bhuta is Vayu. Vayu is associated with the sense of touch, Sparsha. The third bhuta, which is Jala, water, is associated with Rasa, that is taste. A third bhuta is Agni. Agni is associated with vision. You can see Agni. And the fourth bhuta, Jala, is associated with taste. The fifth bhuta, that is Prithvi, is associated with smell. That Gandham is present uniquely in Prithvi. Each of the previous bhuta, for Akasha has only Shabda, only hearing. Vayu has Akasha's guna also, and it takes an extra guna of Sparsha, that is touch. Similarly, Agni has both the previous two. It has Shabda, it has Sparsha, and now it has vision also. You can see it. Jala has the three previous gunas and it has taste, rasa. Prithvi has the four previous gunas and it also has gandha. Anyway, this in the notes I will write what each this thing has along with it. What is the guna of each element? So you will be able to refer to the notes. Nevertheless, what is understood here is this Prithvi has this gandha that is unique to it. Anything that is an element of the earth, it will have a certain smell. And that smell, you cannot see the smell. It is there within the whole. Every part of that thing has smell, that is what is tatam. It is completely pervaded by that smell. Bhuvi gandhamiva, but it is ati sukshma, it is subtle. You will not be able to just see and tell the smell. Like that, the bhutendriya ashayamaye, the whole of the creation which is filled with the bhutas, the pancha bhutas, the indriyas, the manas. Ashaya means manas. So this whole creation which is made up of the five elements, the indriyas, the senses and the manas, there everywhere you are present, O Bhagavan. Tvam vitatam tadarsha. You are pervaded in the whole of the creation, just as the quality of smell is pervaded in the whole of the earth element. That's what it means. That means you are there everywhere, you are present. Without you, this does not exist. Vitatam dadarsha. Goes on, he says, Evam, like this, when Brahma was able to see you in this manner, as the all-pervading entity, at that time he saw Vishwarupa, which is what is explained in Purusha Sukta, Sahasra Vadana Anghi Shira Kara Uru Nasa Nasa Asya Karna Nayana Abharana Ayudha Adhyam. So all these, basically that Vishwarupa, Sahasra Shirisha Purushaha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapa, which we say, endowed with 1,000 Vadana. Vadana means faces. Anghi means feet. Shiraha is head. Kara is hands. Uru is the thighs. Nasa is the noses. Asya mouth. Karna ears. Nayana eyes. Abharana is the various ornaments. And Ayudha. Ayudha are the weapons. Adhyam means decorated, endowed with all of this. So that whole beautiful Vishwarupa means everything in the creation is Bhagavat Swarupa only. That is what it means. Mayamayam. But the whole thing is Maya. What exists is only Bhagavan. But on Bhagavan, this whole thing appears as Maya. Mayamayam Sadupalakshita Sannivesham. Because this creation is seen itself, you know something material exists for this creation to appear. We have seen a few classic examples, like the rope and the snake, where in a dimly lit room you see the snake on the rope. You will see the snake only if the rope exists. You cannot see the snake without a rope. The rope is the adhara for the snake is so important. And you will not see the snake outside of the rope. The snake cannot be existing elsewhere without a foundation. So that's what it means here. Wherever you see the creation is Maya. But what you are seeing is Bhagavan only. The creation cannot exist without the foundation of Bhagavan. That is the meaning of the word Sadupalakshita Sannivesham. This universe is what you are seeing. But that is the Upalakshana for the Sat. Meaning through that you infer that the Sat has to be present there. Without the Sat there is no creation. So Sadupalakshita Sannivesham. It's this Sat, that this creation that you are seeing as Sat, you know that there is some Sannivesha, some Sannidhi that is present there behind it. When you are seeing the false snake also, you know that when you switch on the light, you see that there was only a rope. But when you were seeing the snake ignorantly, even then you can see the snake only where the rope is present. So you can see the creation only where Bhagavan is present. You cannot see the creation elsewhere. That is what we mean when we say, look at Bhagavan in all objects and in all people. What is present is only that Bhagavat Swarupa. So having seen that Mahapurusha, that Vishwarupa, Mahapurusham Apamudam Virinchaha. That time when he was able to see the whole of the creation as Bhagavat Swarupa itself. So this he saw it in his mental sthiti itself, because he is the one who has to create now. But he is able to see that whatever he has to create in this tapas, in that tapas sthiti, he was able to see that whole of the creation is nothing but Bhagavan only. This is what I have to create. This is what Virinchi saw after his tapas. Dashtva Mahapurusham Apamudam Virincha. That Virincha means Brahma he attained great joy having seen Bhagavan in this Swarupa of Vishwarupa. So to that Brahma, Prahlada continues, Tasmai Bhavan. For that Brahma only, what did you do? To begin the creation, you had to do something. Hayashiras Tanuvancha Bibhrat. This was the first avatar of Bhagavan, the Hayagriva avatara. Why did you take that Hayagriva avatara? To kill Madhu and Kaitabha, the two asuras called Madhu and Kaitabha, who were the form of Rajas and Tamoguna itself. Rajas and Tamas together had become Madhu and Kaitabha, these two asuras. And that is why they were against the Vedas, enemies of the Vedas. Vedadruhau Atibalau, extremely powerful enemies of the Vedas, Madhu and Kaitabha. You killed them. After having slain them, you gave these Vedas back to Brahma. Those Vedas which they had stolen, you gave it back to Brahma. Hatva anayat Shrutiganan. Why did you give that? Because you are pure Sattva, that Sattva Swarupa, and Brahma is also Sattva Swarupa. So you gave this Sattva, these Vedas which are Sattva Guna, to Brahma. So Bhagavan is Sattva Swarupa. He gives the Sattva Swarupa of the Vedas to Brahma. Sattvam Taba Priyatamam Tanum Amananti. So the great learned ones, Amananti here usually refers to the people, the great Brahmavadis. They say that this Sattva Swarupa is your Swarupa. That is your most beloved Swarupa. Because everything else, the whole of the creation is Bhagavan only, whether it is Sattva, Rajas or Tapas. But when we use the Sattva Swarupa for Upasana, it becomes all the more easier. So Sattva is the most beloved form of yours, say the learned people. The learned people declare like that. And using that Sattva Swarupa, you restored all these Vedas back to Brahma. Using that Veda Rashi, Brahma created the other creation, whatever came from him. Brahma's creation came from that. So, Tasmai Bhavan Hayashiras Taruvancha Bibhrat Vedadruha Vatibalo Vathukaita Bhakyau Hatvanayat Shutiganamstu Rajastamascha. That Rajastamascha is in the third pada, so the third quarter. But we have to do the Anvaya with Madhu and Kaitabha. These two, Rajaha and Tamaha, became Madhu and Kaitabha. Sattvam Tapapriyatamam Tanum Amananti. This is the meaning till here. In the next class, we will continue from verse 38. I think we will take another 3 classes probably to complete the Prahlada Stuti, and then we will go forward. Now, there were a couple of questions. I think this thing is going on. The computer-based test is ongoing. I am sure many of you have attended it. So if there is anything, we will take it. But it is a 2-hour test, and it was opened yesterday on Friday, and it is going to be open till Monday. It is about 100 marks, though it is 2 hours. I think most of you can finish it in an hour or so. It is about 15% weightage for the final score. Many people are asking, we are not able to take the test between this Friday and Monday due to other commitments. Based on this thing, we will see, but I encourage you to complete it now. If it is absolutely not possible, we will try to open it again at some future point of time. We do not know when, so do not depend on that. Nevertheless, even if you open it at some future time, there is only a single attempt. If you have attempted it now, you will not be attempted later. So please attempt and complete it now. Now that it is still fresh. Bhishma and Kunti Stuti are just over, or else you will have to revise it again and write it at that time. So it is best to complete it now, and we have a certain this thing. If we complete this now, month and a half later, by the end of December, we can have the Prahlada Stuti test. There will be a separate test only for Prahlada Stuti, and then we will have one for Gajendra and Dhruva Stuti together. And after these 3 separate tests, we will have one combined test. So all these are going to be very similar. Those who have taken the practice and this, you are going to, it is going to be very similar. I think the memorization test also was completed last week. About 40 people have attended the memorization test. I heard from the judges that it was a good experience. You also would have had good experience and would have received feedback from the judges. So anything else related to the class or related to this, now you can ask. Vijay Raghavan Mahodaya, you can raise your hand and ask.
Yeah. Namaha Gurubhyo.
Namo Namaha.
So the Madhu Kaitabha, are they like representation of Rajas and Tamas, or are they entities who are deep in Rajas and Tamas?
So in Puranas, there are always two layers. Okay. One is the literal story where the story is there, the entity is there. And then there is an understanding of that in a deeper sense, where we apply it to ourselves practically. So in all Puranic Kathas, most of the Puranic Katha, it is like that only. So when we say the Madhukaitaba story does not come in detail in Bhagavata, but wherever it comes, I think it comes in some other Purana, there it is where Bhagavan kills them. So Prahlada is referring to that. Now he is referring to that in a deeper sense, saying they are the form of Rajas and Tamas. That is why you slayed them. That means we have to remove Rajas and Tamas from our own Prakriti and attain the Sattva Guna. That is what it means. So it is always two layers, rather multiple layers, just couple of layers.
Okay, धन्यवाद.
Sujit Mahodaya.
Hare Krishna Mahodaya.
Hare.
I have a question, I have a doubt regarding the practice test one.
Okay.
Previous in the second verse we studied, no, in the beginning. There is a question according to the class. Atra is used twice in the second verse. It is mentioned as false.
Correct.
So
Atra is used thrice in the second verse. Dharma Prokshita Kaitavaha. It is used thrice. So it is just a true or false. Simple.
Okay. Dhanyawad.
Chandrasekhara Nayar.
Pranam Guruji, Pranam. And this Purusha Sukta, where can I go for the word to word translation?
No, word to word translation. What are you asking? Purusha Sukta?
Purusha Sukta. We study, but the real now you had explained the Purusha Sukta one or two verses.
Correct. Just the first two I quoted.
Yeah. So where can I get the full meaning of it, the whole Purusha Sukta?
A lot of people have given translations. You can find in some authentic sources you can refer. Do not refer to Max Muller or something. But Purusha Sukta, quite a few nice lectures are there even on YouTube. Maybe from some nice sources which are associated with some Sampradaya Mathas, you will find it. Even English translations, good translations are available.
Not from Vyoma's website?
Not yet from Vyoma.
Oh, Guruji, thank you. Dhanyavad.
Divija.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Yeah, you just mentioned today that Akasha elements have some gunas associated with themselves.
Yes.
And how
the Shabda
Akasha
Guna is associated with Akasha, yes.
Guna of Shabda.
Yes. Shabda Gunakam Akasham, yes. I think those who are in Tarka class will understand that. Anyway, we will not get very deep into that. That is just only the names and this thing is necessary for Vedanta. We will stick only to that much. We will not go too deep.
Good one.
Uma Devi.
Okay. For CBT test, should I register?
Register meaning?
Should I fill out any form or on 17th?
No. It is available on the portal. If you go to your learning dashboard, just after this thing, it will be available there. There is no form to register. You just like practice assessment, this will be another assessment. You just go attend it.
Will be there. Okay. Thank you.
Panchanadam Mahodaya.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
You just mentioned about the Tarka. So when I was taking the class, when it comes to Jala, which is water, they say Sita Sparsha, but you said Rasa. Yes, Rasa has got other gunas with the other things. So I guess it's a different topic for the discussion. But is that true? Jala is the same as a Vayu. Both have Sparsha. And
Jala is same as?
Vayu. Sparsha, you said Vayu. Vayu sparsha, right?
Jala has sparsha, but the extra
Shita
guna,
sparsha.
the unique guna is rasa. That's what I meant. The definition there in Tarka Sangraha is Shita Sparshavatyaha Apaha.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That's very, very
That is
interesting.
again, it's a
Yeah.
different topic, but it is defined like that. It has sparsha also. Jala will have sparsha and the previous gunas will be there. The unique guna is rasa.
This class is pretty interesting. When you put all the things together, it makes more sense.
Correct.
You learn something here, you learn something there, and then it falls
Always the
down in
case.
one
Yes.
place. So, are you going to publish a book on this all the Stutis?
Maybe the Bhagavan willing, let us see once however the course goes. It's
Then you can also start the entire Bhagavatam slowly. It will take 2-3 years, but
as Bhagavan wills. Let us.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavad. Sharada.
Hari Om ji.
Ah,
You were talking about this one, and one person asked about the Akasha's guna and something like that.
yes.
It is usually said in this order: Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. If we
Correct.
remember this order, we can connect what you said. It is beautiful.
Correct.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Similarly,
Yeah.
Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. We
Yes.
can assume that it's a direct one-to-one match. Very good. Krishna.
Namo Namah, Namo Namah.
Namo
Yes.
Namaha. Yes.
Yeah, so just I was wondering if this time given for the test is all IST, right? Indian Standard.
Yes. All the times given by Vyoma is usually IST time only. There is no, they usually
Oh.
give, they say IST also next to it.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to adjust to our time. Thank you.
It's always IST.
Thanks.
Now, Varsha, you can go ahead and speak.
Yes, thank you. Namaste, Guruji. In the verse 35, it's mentioned Bhuvi Gandha. So, is this relatable to, can this be related to the Gita verse? Punyo Gandham Prithvivyam cha Tejasyasmi Vibhavaso?
Yes. Correct. Excellent. Yes. There, Gandha, I am the Gandha in Prithvi. That's what it means. Yes.
Yes.
Almost.
Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Yes.
Excellent. Fantastic. Yes.
Namaskaram, Mahoday. Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Will you be able to take Kapila Upvakyam after this Panchastutis? That
We will
seems to
finish
be
one
very the
course by
crux of
course, then we will
everything.
see which is the next, however,
Yeah,
Bhagavan
our
allows.
recommendation would be that, if you can kindly consider. Thank you, Mahoday.
Dhanyavad. Okay. Ram Ram Ram. Shubham Bhavatu. We will meet again next week. Agnima Shanivasare Punarmilamaha. Ram 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 Sarve.